It's great to be amongst you here, and just for some background, it literally took pulling me to be here because I refused to come because I was telling Lois that this is a platform for women, and I felt that I was coming to take a space which ordinarily should be for women. And I felt that it was very unfair for me to be sitting here when there's very few places that women actually have access to speak to themselves. But Lois and I are in one of the groups that you've probably heard Raymond speak about, the Forgotten Bottom Millions. Very briefly, we are a social media group. We're on WhatsApp. The reason why we're set up on WhatsApp is because we ensure that anybody who has access to a smartphone can get access to all the resources that we share at no cost every single day on a whole lot of eclectic and different opportunities that allow people to get access to opportunities that ordinarily they would not know where they are, and all our opportunities are verified. But let me get a bit more into the question about how to increase our GDP. And for those who have never been in a place where I am, I normally shoot straight from the hip. I do not know how to mull over things. So let me get right and say this. I'm happy that the women in the room today. And the truth of the matter is, this country is in a total mess. And for us to increase our GDP, if we're not addressing the root cause, which is thievery, then we're pretending. Yes. We can speak about all the innovation. We can speak about increasing this, increasing that, but nothing's going to happen. So let's speak about plugging the holes. Now, as women, you have a very strong soft power, which I want to appeal to you to use. Each of you have a place in your homes where you must talk with us and tell us to do what is right. And you must not accept proceeds of illicit corruption that are brought into your homes or into your institutions as gifts and as things which are so-called running your businesses or your homes. All of you seated in this room, all of you have access to one of the 7 elected representatives who were on the ballot from MCA all the way up to governor. There are 7 people before I even go to the executive. And before we talk about the executive, the amount of corruption that happens within your counties, within the places where you are, you need to stem it. If you stem that, we'll be having a total different conversation this morning and in this room. You cannot have these MCAs, these MPs, these senators, these women reps, all of them, some of them are your cousins, some of them are your sisters, some of them are your nephews, some of them are your aunties, some of them are your uncles. Yes or no? Thank you. Call them out. Call them out. Let's stop pretending as a people. Let us deal with the real issues. We have the technologies. That is not any issue to us. As a people, and I kid you not, we are so well sought and respected across the world. Anywhere right now as I'm sitting here and speaking, whether it is in Korea this morning or whatever time zone they're in, whether it is in Brazil, whether it's in Switzerland, whether it's in America, if there's any international conference that is going on, I kid you not, there's a woman who's a Kenyan who is speaking. Yes or no? So what are we pretending about? Let us solve our issues here at home. Let us stop being thieves. And I can say this confidently. Some of us sitting in this room who are so-called doing successful SME businesses, those proceeds have come from corrupt deals. Yes or no? And you're coming here to tell us how I'm doing so well. Lois, this is the reason why I was refusing to come here. This is the reason why I was refusing to come here. So, I will tell you, as 4BM, since 2016, we have women who are currently working, who have businesses running across the world, across this country, who have received grants, who have received training at no cost, because we have a system of people that work behind the scenes, that use technology, that are able to screen out and look for these opportunities and ensure that Kenyans have access to it. Last night, when I was watching news, I was watching, there's something about somebody who was, had conned people, and people were complaining how they had lost money. And I was saying, if 4BM was charging people money, people would so readily come and pay. But because we're giving people free things, people love to be conned. I don't know what it is, and especially women. Why do you love being conned? Why do you love going to a place where someone is telling you, give me 100,000, you know it is a lie, but yet that is where you're going? So, I'm hoping that beyond this panel and the other panels that are going to come up here, let us not talk about theoretical things, nice papers and everything things. Let us drive into the matters, and let us hold our leaders accountable to what it is that they must do. Thank you.